Gentlemen, all right. So this has been on my heart, and I wanted to just take a quick minute to talk about a couple of things. I just feel like uh, I wish someone would have told me before joining Freemasonry. First, let me say I love being a Mason. Haven't been one too long, but I absolutely love being a Mason. I'm not one of these that's trying to come on here and bait you with anything or anything like that. I'm not for clickbait, but I really think that men should be honest, especially if we do hold a title as being a Mason. First things first, if you are interested in becoming a Mason, there's a couple things you need to consider. You need to really think about what type of Mason do you want to be. So let's say, for example, your decision for where you wanted to become a Mason, or what lodge you wanted to join, was a no-brainer. Your father is a member there, your grandfather was a member there, or whatever. That's a no-brainer for you. Okay. However, you need to consider what type of Mason you want to be. Your father was his own Mason, your grandfather, your uncle, or whoever, they're their own individual person. What type of Mason do you want to be? Do you want to be the type who can only serve locally or only do things like in your state or whatever like that? Where you petition to become a Mason will matter. If you look past a lot of the clickbait videos that you will see by other Masons, you will see that a lot of what they have complaints with each other is recognition. I love being a Prince Hall Mason, and I'm not taking this video to point fingers at anyone else, but I did my research. And whenever I wanted to become a Mason, I wanted to join my grandfather's lodge. My grandfather died back in the 90s, but he was the only person that had talked to me about Freemasonry, and I love and respect the man so much that I wanted to be able to join his lodge. But upon doing the research, I saw that I could not join the lodge that he was a part of and be the Mason that I wanted to strive to be, in my opinion. Now, that's my opinion. However, if my grandfather was still alive, it would have been a no-brainer for me. Recognized or not, I would have joined my grandfather's lodge so I could be right there with him. So that whenever I went through my experience, I would have had somebody to talk to about being a Mason. I don't really have that on the family side. So it's really important. What type do you want to be? As far as those men who are Masons, we have to be very honest with prospective members who are wanting to become Masons. Be honest with them. Whenever they come to you and they say, hey, how big is the fraternity? You're right. We're worldwide. We're all over the face of this earth. But as far as my lodge, you got to be honest with them. We have, if your Grand Lodge is only 5 deep, tell them we're about 5 lodges deep, and we do not go to anyone else's lodge outside of that. If your Grand Lodge is only 20 lodge, be honest with these men. Don't allow them to come to you giving you the most precious thing they have, which is their time. And they're coming with their finances to pay their dues, and then you want to lie to them. A lot of what I see on the internet, outside of the going back and forth, is resentment. I never wanted to argue about where I joined or what type of Mason I was going to be. I did my research. Do your research. The other thing is, whatever you're interested in, there's probably a pocket of Freemasonry for you. But it doesn't mean that every lodge is going to be like what you're seeing on YouTube. That every lodge is going to be highly involved in the study of Kabbalah, or that they all love esoteric study. When people, especially non-Masons, want to have those deep conversations like that with me, I just offer them a fish dinner ticket or a rib dinner or a masquerade ball or whatever. I don't know what to tell you, man. Do your research. Go and petition. Well, not even petition yet. Visit a lodge and see if that will be a good fit for you. If you're able to sit down and have several conversations with some of the members and you love what they do and who they're connected with outside of their four walls, by all means, enjoy yourself and enjoy your journey. But do your research first so you don't find yourself on TikTok trying to explain to everybody why you legit and why you're real. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to be up to you. I hope this helped. If you're interested, though, in Freemasonry, whether you become a Prince Hall Mason or want to be one of them, what do they call it, war hat boys or whatever. I'll be honest with you. Don't try to talk to me about secrets. Don't try to talk to me about grips. Don't try to lead me to the Lord. I already know him. But I at least want to be a man first and show you respect. And I think that all Masons should take that stride whenever they encounter a man that's considering Freemasonry. God bless you. Brothers to the east.